Evil doesn't always come with horns. Sometimes it smells nice, laughs at your jokes, and tells you, "You can always talk to me." It hides in polite smiles, long texts, and just checking on you calls. But when you pay attention, when you really look, you start seeing tiny cracks in the mask. And that is where the truth lives. Let's talk about 10 silent behaviors that reveal when someone's heart isn't clean towards you, and how Stoic wisdom can help you rise above without becoming bitter. Number 1. Constant manipulation. You ever notice how some people turn guilt into a weapon? They say, "After all I have done for you," even when all they did was send one text 5 months ago. They twist situations so well you start apologizing for things you didn't do. You leave every conversation drained, not because you argued, but because you had to defend your sanity. Manipulators are emotional pickpockets. They don't steal your money, they steal your peace. They plant guilt, then watch it grow like it is their favorite flower. The Stoic guide, Epictetus, said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Learn to spot emotional traps. The moment someone makes you feel indebted for being human, that is your cue. Step back. Number 2. A mask of charm. Can you relate to this scenario? They walk into a room and instantly own it. Everybody laughs louder when they speak. They are kind, witty, maybe even spiritual online. But behind closed doors, you see the switch flip. That charming smile turns into silent judgment. That empathy becomes arrogance. Charm isn't bad until it is used as camouflage. These people don't just want to be liked, they want to be worshipped. And the day you stop clapping, you become the villain in their story. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Watch the colors behind the charm. If it stains your peace, it's not charisma, it is control. You know what to do. Number 3. Lies without conscience. You ever meet someone who lies so effortlessly, you start doubting your own memory? They will say, "I never said that," even when you have screenshots. They will rewrite history mid-conversations and make you feel like the crazy one. These people don't lie to protect themselves. They lie to rewrite reality, so you live in their version of it. And they deliver those lies with such confidence, you start second-guessing the truth. Seneca said, "Truth is simple, lies are complex." When someone's story always needs explanations, walk away before they start explaining you to yourself. If this hit deep, show some love, like and subscribe. Number 4. Lack of empathy. Picture this. You are crying, telling them how much something hurt you. They sit there, scrolling their phones, saying, "Wow, that is crazy." No reaction, no emotion, just vibes. They see tears as weakness and emotions as drama. People like that don't feel, they analyze. They study your pain like data, waiting to see how much they can use it later to exploit you. When you show vulnerability, they take notes. When you show strength, they rewrite their story. Compassion is not weakness. A Stoic feels deeply, but wisely. When someone mocks your softness, remember, it's not you. They just haven't upgraded their emotional software yet. A gentle heart scares people who've forgotten how to feel. Number 5. The hunger for control. A malicious heart always knows what's best for you, even when they don't know themselves. They dictate how you should dress, speak, post, even heal. At first, it feels like care, until you realize you've stopped making your own decisions. Control freaks don't want partnership, they want puppets. They can't stand the idea of someone else being free because freedom reminds them of what they lost. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." If someone tries to control your choices, let them fail. Your peace isn't up for negotiation. Number 6. Blame games and deflection. Someone with evil heart breaks your trust, and somehow it is still your fault. You tell them they hurt you, and they say, "You are too sensitive." They cheat and say you push them away. Like, seriously? They never take responsibility because accountability threatens their ego. These people could set your house on fire and say, "Well, maybe if you hadn't built it with wood." Wow. And suddenly, it's your fault. Funny thing is, Epictetus had a line for people like this. He said, "When someone blames you, remember, they act according to their view. Don't argue with denial. It is oxygen to them. Just step out of the smoke and breathe freely again." Number 7. The pleasure of pain. One of the ways to know malicious people is that they laugh when you are embarrassed. They smirk when you struggle. Your happiness seems to annoy them. Your sadness entertains them. You start to feel like your pain gives them energy. They are emotional vampires. They can't create joy, so they feed off yours. Every time you win, it threatens their existence. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Let your peace bother them. Smile, not for them, but because it reminds you of who you are." Number 8. Isolation as a weapon. It starts small. They say things like, "Your friends don't really care about you," or "Your family's kind of toxic, don't you think?" Before you know it, you have stopped calling everyone who used to care about you, and they are the only one left. Isolation isn't always a cage. Sometimes it is disguised as closeness. They convince you that you have finally found someone who understands, when in reality, they've just eliminated the witnesses. This reminds me of a friend I had back in school. He always had something bad to say about everyone around me, until I realized I'd become best friends with a master manipulator myself. Number 9. Jealousy in disguise. Don't be fooled. An evil person can celebrate your success until it outshines theirs. They give backhanded compliments, like, "You are lucky things work out for you." They copy your ideas, your style, even your voice, and then pretend they inspired you. You start dimming your light just to keep them comfortable. That's not friendship, that's emotional tax fraud. Because real friends don't charge you peace for their presence. Seneca once said, "He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind." And that's the thing. Some people don't want to see you happy. They just want to see you equal. Number 10. The unrepentant heart. Observe this. Evil people hurt others, apologize like poets, and repeat the performance next week. Their sorry is a strategy, not a feeling. They cry when caught, not when convicted. You forgive them 10 times, they call it loyalty. You finally leave, and they call you heartless. Some people don't seek forgiveness, they seek reset buttons. Marcus Aurelius said, "The wrongdoer does wrong to himself." Because every unrepentant heart carries its own punishment, silence that sounds a lot like guilt. But for you, forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Then close the door quietly. The final reflection? Evil doesn't always announce itself. It whispers through jokes that sting, smiles that feel heavy, and silence that manipulates. But Stoicism teaches us something powerful. You don't have to fight fire with fire. You just have to stop giving them your oxygen. Protect your peace. Recognize the patterns. And remember, the strongest soul is the one that can see darkness clearly and still choose to stay in light. Subscribe to Echo Stoic TV, where wisdom isn't just heard, it echoes through your choices. Because understanding life is knowledge, but living it wisely, that's philosophy in motion.